3, 2, 1. Official top. Close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Turn coming up.
Coming up. 130. $145. Minutes. Seven is okay.
Yeah. Wow, that was...
All right, so the day 3 of the competition, Xibalba Freediving, is done. And I did my dive. I'm quite happy. So today was 89-meter constant weight for me. I planned a dive time of about 2 minutes 40, but at the end of the day it was 2 minutes 32 or so, 33. Little bit faster, but hey, was very strong at the surface. Very nice protocol. No surprise, no hypoxia, nothing. That is great. The dive itself, I mean, felt hard. You know, it started to be, like I said, for the 86, it started to be like some work, especially regarding urge to breathe. I can target now definitely what I need to work on to go further in a more easy way, let's say. Yeah, the biggest challenge was the mental today, because, well, first, this is a freshwater personal best. I've done in the past 80, I don't remember my deepest in monofin in freshwater, maybe 83 or something like that. And now we are getting into the 90s, which is also the point where I start to be less comfortable and more hypoxic as well in salt water. So I know that in freshwater it's not an advantage for me. It's generally more like more difficult for me, especially regarding buoyancy. But so far so good, I would say. So I did start the dive with a little bit of anxiety from the point I prepared in the morning. I was like, that one I'm not sure I'm gonna make it, but gonna give it a shot. I always go through those phases of like being happy to announce something and then going like, when it's coming, you're like, oh, why did I put that? And then be like, okay, it's fine, you got this, you know? And then being like, okay, let's do at least the first 70 meter. When you feel your alarm at 70, you can just turn if it doesn't feel good. And then when you're there and you're like, oh, it's actually fine, let's just go for it. And then you go, and then now you're like, okay, I'm at 89 meter. There's 89 meter to kick up. And then I try to work on the mental to stay in the moment, which makes a huge difference. And to just wait patiently for my 40 meter alarm on the way up, which tells me that in a couple of kicks I'm gonna see my safety. And after that, I just have to manage the contractions and do a little glide at the end to surface fresh. So that's basically the thing. I would be lying if I would say that it feels super easy and that I have no second thoughts at all before going for the dive. No, for sure I have anxiety because I didn't build my confidence. I just know what I did in the past, but never in fresh water. And without training that is here to give you good sensation and confidence, it is hard to know that you're gonna kill it, you know? So I've been building very fast from a couple of 60 meter dive at home to the pre-competition training with I think I did 60 and then 70, then 75, then 80. Then I started the competition at 83, then 86, today 89. And obviously tomorrow I'm gonna try 92, which will be cool. I don't know if it's gonna go. I might be quite anxious before as well, but if I manage to get it controlled based on the surfacing I did today, that was very strong. There should be no problem for 92. That will all depend on my mindset and how I can control my emotions. So yeah, it's quite interesting. I am really amazed to be that far still clean without much preparation. This is very interesting. But I'm really looking forward for tomorrow to see how it goes, to see if I can control my fear and anxiety and totally go in the dive. And I'm also happy that it's ending because I start to be a little bit tired. It's been a bit of pushing lately, so it's gonna be nice also to go back to some more gentle dive with my students. But very motivating. I really think I can make it 200 meters or even more this year, especially if I take a couple of months to do a proper CO2 based training. Because if the sensations are better on my way up, I should be able to fairly easily add another 10 meters to that, yeah? So yeah. Today also the family came back. So this morning I had this also in my head. I was like, oh, I'm gonna see the kids and Kiki, and I was worried. I didn't want my son, that is now 3 years old, to see me blacking out at the surface, even if we can explain that, oh, Papa was a bit tired on the way of his way up. But I was thinking of that, and that of course doesn't help for the mental, but I think it was amazing to have him. I was happy to have like a clean surfacing. And right before my dive, when I was still waiting to get in the water, I had him next to me sitting, eating a cookie and putting his arms around my neck. That is so cute. And today, like 90% of my thoughts during my dive on way down and way up was about they were about my son Kylo, and feeling like the warm touch and his little hand and his little heart. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna black out for you. But it worked well, huh? One thing I changed a little bit compared to the previous dive is that I actually closed my eyes much more. Not to a point where I need to touch the line because I don't see at all where I free fall, but having some good chunk with the eyes closed and then just opening some time to control where I am, and then same for the way up, a bit like on and off, but with like good chunks of my eyes closed, just making sure that I'm not going sideways, at least for the first half or 2/3 of the way up, I would say. Then after that I have eyes more open when I see the safety, because I try to stay in the moment. I don't want to fall asleep. When I say fall asleep, I mean fall hypoxic. And I want to see where is the platform, I want to surface at the right angle, etc. But yeah, I'm gonna totally do the same thing tomorrow. And if it goes well, well, that's cool. We're gonna be at least 2 divers to be max depth on constant weight for that competition. So it will be Alejandro Lemus, the organizer, that is diving quite deeper than me, and so for him there was not much surprise that he will make it. I would have been surprised he will not. And then I think Roberto Guzman, my friend from Playa as well, tomorrow will announce 92, and I'm pretty certain he's gonna make it as well. He's been 200 meter already once or twice from what he told me, if I remember. And I think for him it's gonna be quite okay. For me, it should be as well, but we will see. I think I have a bit less confidence than those two right now. But if we all make it, that will be really cool. I'm not sure if they're gonna split the podium or like give us rank based on announced time. That's what people told me, potentially. So I'm gonna try to announce the right time it's gonna take. But it is cool. So yeah, right now I'm quite tired. Kiki is gonna go to the hotel. I am in another place for tonight, so I can rest actually and sleep without having like a kid party in the bed, because it's a big dive for me tomorrow. And then I see them again tomorrow morning, and hopefully we end that competition on a positive note. And if not, it's okay. I'm already further than I thought I would be, so I'm super happy. Like I would not have believed that I would be clean like this on that dive today if you were to tell me like a month ago, you know. So yeah, that's it for today. Interesting thoughts, cool dive, and good nap. I'm totally gonna skip the gym today and rest. All right, see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.